fighter planes are among the most technologically advanced type of military aircraft in existence today. Since the days of World War I and World War II, they've also made significant progress. We're now operating fighters of the 5th generation in a variety of air arms across the world. And of course, the F-35B Lightning II is one of the most impressive aircrafts in the world. However, there are others as well, such as the magnificent F-22 Raptor, which may be found out there. The United States Air Force uses the F-22 Raptor, which is widely regarded as one of the most capable aircrafts in the history of aviation and a vital component of tactical air power. Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today, we'll be looking at the intense way the US is pushing the $12 million F-22 engine to its limit. Yeah, you heard it right. So, let's start our video. Even though the first flight of the Lockheed Martin aircraft took place in September 1997, it still seems like only yesterday when the aircraft entered service. Since that time, it has evolved into one of the most expensive combat aircrafts that has ever been produced. To answer your question, yes, it is unique in that the United States Air Force solely uses it. It is one of the most capable aircrafts that has ever been built and is currently regarded as a crucial component of the United States Air Force's ability to project tactical air power. The birth of the F-22 was not the simplest of births either, especially considering that manufacturing of the aircraft was halted in 2009. However, it has evolved into one of the fighter jets with the most impressive capabilities in the world and has become an essential component of the United States military. The F-22 has not exactly had the smoothest journey through life. In 1981, while the United States Air Force was searching for a new fighter jet to replace the F-15 Eagle and the F-16 Fighting Falcon, an idea that would later become the F-22 was devised. The Air Force needed to stay up with the new Soviet aircraft that were being produced at the time. This included the Sukhoi Su-27 Flanker and the Mikoyan MiG-29, which were two of the most advanced fighters available at the time. After that, bids were solicited from businesses interested in the contract to manufacture the new aircraft, and the competition was narrowed down to just Lockheed and Northrop. Lockheed and Pratt & Whitney, two of the competing aircraft and engine manufacturers, were victorious in the end, besting Northrop and General Electric, the other two companies that had submitted bids. The first F-22 was not seen in public for the first time until April of 1997, and on September 7th of that same year, it had its first flight. It is estimated that the total cost of the F-22 program will be around $67.3 billion by the time the last F-22 rolls off the production line in 2011. This estimate is based on the fact that the program experienced massive overruns in terms of cost and delays due to the new technologies that were utilized in the creation of the F-22. Incredibly, while having its own set of issues, the F-35 is available at a lower price point than the F-22. The first F-22 would not be put into service with the United States Air Force until the month of December in the year 2005. It didn't take long until its usefulness was demonstrated during Exercise Northern Edge in June 2006 when 12 F-22s eliminated 108 foes in simulated combat without suffering any casualties themselves. During a red flag exercise at the beginning of 2007, the supremacy of the F-22 was once again brought to light. The F-22 was able to sustain its air superiority in the face of larger numbers of rival F-15s and F-16s, and the Raptor demonstrated that it is a very reliable aircraft as well. During the mock exercises, just one of the F-22s went missing. The F-22 would see its first service in combat in September 2014 when it was used in the beginning strikes of Operation Inherent Resolve directed by the United States of America and conducted in Syria. The F-22 would demonstrate its value by discouraging aircraft from Syria, Iran, and Russia from targeting Kurdish troops that are supported by the United States. In 2017, the F-22 would also see combat use in Afghanistan, where it would fly alongside B-52 bombers to strike opium production and storage facilities in areas of the country controlled by the Taliban. In addition, the F-22 has been successful in preventing a number of Russian bombers, such as the Tu-95MS and the Tu-160, from entering American airspace by intercepting them. Although it may have gotten off to a rocky start, there is no denying that the F-22 has delivered in terms of its performance. After activating the afterburner, each of the aircraft's two Pratt & Whitney F-119 PW-100 enhanced turbofans is capable of producing 26,000 pounds of thrust, bringing the total thrust to 35,000 pounds. The top speed of the Raptor is 1,500 miles per hour, and it has a total range of 1,800 miles, which is approximately equivalent to Mach 2.25. A primary characteristic of the aircraft is its capability to vector its thrust, and it can be armed with a variety of armaments, such as the Vulcan rotary gun, Sidewinder missiles, and up to 2,000 kilograms worth of bombs. Even though the F-35B has been developed, it is likely that the F-22 will continue to be used by the United States Air Force for some time to come. In the end, a fighter of the 6th generation will take its place, although the transition won't take place for quite some time yet, and as we've seen in the past with the United States Air Force, they're not afraid to make improvements to their aircraft in order to keep them flying for even longer. Despite the fact that the F-16 and F-15 are still in use by the United States Air Force today, the Raptor was intended and constructed to replace both of these aircraft eventually. The F-22 has had a rocky start, but it is likely that it has a long way to go before it reaches its full potential. And that's all for today's video. What are your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section down below. I hope that you found this video interesting, and if you want to see more videos like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. See you in the following video with some more of the latest updates, and until then, stay tuned.